Kalispera. That would be good evening in Greek. Kalispera. Welcome back to Shepherd's Cove. Today is February 3rd, 2026. It's turning out to be a pretty nice Tuesday evening. Today's just for today. We need each other. Anyone may join us, regardless of age, race, sexual identity, creed, religion, or lack of religion. I know that makes it pretty easy to join. Heck yeah. I wonder we got so many crazy people in there. I get along with them pretty well. Addiction closed our minds to anything new or different. We didn't need anyone or anything. Actually, it's funny. I was just talking to a coworker about that this morning. Just how closed-minded I was in my addiction, and she said the same thing. She was very closed-minded in her addiction, and we're both sober now. She's got a few years under her belt. I've got 254 days under my belt. Hoorah! Am I? That's counting. 254, I believe. I gotta double check. I'm almost positive, but for me, I gotta look at
Only pulls are positive.
Yeah, but only pools are positive. Let's see. Addiction closed our minds to anything new or different. We didn't need anyone or anything, we thought. There was nothing of value to be found in anyone from a different neighborhood, a different racial or ethnic background, or a different social or economic class. We may have thought if it was different, it was bad. In recovery, we can't afford such attitudes. We came to NA because our very best thinking had gotten us nowhere. We must open our minds to experience that works, no matter where it comes from. If we hope to grow in our recovery, that is. Regardless of our personal backgrounds, we all have two things in common with another in NA that we share. Okay, regardless of our personal backgrounds, we all have two things in common with one another in NA that we share with no one else: our disease and our recovery. Those are two very valuable things. We depend on one another for our shared experience, and the broader that experience, the better. We need every bit of experience, every different angle of our program we can find to meet the many challenges of living clean. I'll tell you what, I've been pulling some angles out of nowhere that seem to be working. The majority of it's putting it in his hands and letting my higher power take the wheel and take my will and my life. Recovery often isn't easy. And fuck no, it ain't easy. Sometimes it's a real pain in the ass. But still clean and sober. The strength we need to recover, we draw from our fellow NA members. Today, we are grateful for the diversity of our group's membership. For all that diversity, we share our strength. For in that diversity, we share our strength. I mean, I agree. NA is a great place to share our experiences, but it can be shared all over the place. There's tons of people out there that are going through it and that are recovering and having a hard time with it. And until I started talking about my recovery, I didn't realize how many people, even though they've been clean and sober for a while, they're still having a hard time with life. And trying to come up with a good way of living that's comfortable. And it ain't easy. The best road that I've found so far is taking time for yourself, for your own mind, thanking God, and praying for His will in your life. Praying for Him to give you the knowledge and serenity that you need. And taking time for your own brain, do mindfulness techniques, ground yourself. That's very important. And try and stay as busy as you possibly can. If you stay busy, you don't have a chance to sit there in your own mind. Because that'll bite you in the ass. So, just for today, I know that the more diverse my group's experiences, the better able my group will be to offer me support in the different circumstances I find myself facing. Today, I welcome addicts from all backgrounds to my home group. Absolutely. Everybody's welcome. We've got quite the crew in our home group. Hey, God bless you all. Excuse me. God bless you all and have a great night.